This is how you play Sunflower by Post Malone. The first part, you're going to need 3 chords. You're going to need D, you're going to need G, and you're going to need E minor. Those are the only 3 chords you need for part 1. Now at the beginning it doesn't sound like there's guitar. I don't think there's any guitar in that particular part, but sometimes students, they want to learn songs that doesn't seem like there's guitar in it, but you can throw it in there. So I basically just figured out the chords from what I heard. So the 3 chords that you would use are D, G, and E minor. So the way it goes, 2 bars each, and the order is D, G, E minor, G. And so the rhythm, ba, ba, da, 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 da. So listen for that rhythm. When you put the chords and the rhythm together, it's going to sound like this. Bars each. Alright, so that's going to keep going through the verses, and you can change the strum pattern a little bit if you want. If you're still kind of learning these chords and getting a handle on the transitions, you could just go like this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay, so you can make that adjustment. This next part is where it gets a little bit trickier. To get this chord shape, it's basically the same chord shape, but it's like a few different variants on the on that chord. And so it's basically an E minor 9. But what you need to do for this one is you get, for starters, you need to get into a B5 chord shape on strings 5 and 4. It's just a B power chord. Now you're also going to add the open 6 string in there too, but that's just part of the chord. Okay, that's just one part of the chord. You're also going to include open 3, and then your middle finger is going to go on fret 3 string 2. See that? That's a D note. Now the trick of this chord is to play it without the open 3rd string hitting any one of your other fingers. It's kind of tricky. This is what you get. Alright, so let me show you the right hand a little better. The order that you're going to play the strings in for this first part: 6, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4. 6, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now there's 2 more variants on this little riff, and they happen very quickly after each other. So after you play that, it's going to go all on the 6th string, 3rd fret, then open. What you want to do is reach over with your 1st finger while keeping your hand in that shape. I think that's probably the best way to execute this. Okay, so that's the first half of it. Now the very last part of this is a little tricky also. It basically centers around a G major 7 shape, but you are going to have to get that 3rd string open also, so it's going to go like this. Alright, and then once you reach the end of that, you can let go of the chord shape and let the 3rd string ring out. So it's going to go. Okay. One more time. Sorry. So that whole part's going to go like this. Alright. Then it's going to go back to the verse. Now at the very, very end, after he says you're a sunflower a bunch of times, you've got a D chord, but you're going to take your middle finger off to make it a D9 chord. And so that little part at the end, the first part goes, show you my right hand. So you're just strumming up from the D string. After that, you've got your hand in this shape. So I've got my third finger on fret 4, string 4, first finger fret 2, string 3, middle finger string 2, fret 3. Okay? So that's what the shape looks like. You got the 2 D shapes, but this one's a little bit different. So after that it's going to go, but again he hits that open third string, so don't put it down there, don't put your first finger down there just yet. So it's going to go, so open D string, 4th fret D string, hits that open third string, 3rd fret 2nd string, first finger down on fret 2, string 3, so that completes the shape. Then what he does, G major 7, without the 3rd finger. So here's your G major shape, G major 7. This is how the last part goes in its entirety. So that's how you play Sunflower, and I hope you had a good time. So, see ya.